good afternoon. Welcome back, my most ethical light and love crew. Angels of Love and Light and Divine panel. I welcome you to do what you do best here, and in your arena, of course. And to divinely intervene as needed for my highest good, aka the highest good. So, why I'm amazing. As you can tell, I'm needing a little bit of an uplift. I don't know if I took off the chat feature. I should have. I don't know. Oops, I didn't mean to do a highlight, frick. Anyway. So, it's time to boost myself up. And, I luckily found, I think, one of my favorite lipsticks. Newly favorite, anyway. It's, a red that comes off as a true red, but not so clowny. Anyway. Cleaning up some things, so I can't lie. This time is very much needed to get things in order, and so I shouldn't complain. I have much to be thankful for because a lot needs to be taken care of, and I need to put on some earrings, so let me see here. Okay. Yeah, a lot needs to be taken care of, so, well, these are not working well with this. Give me a second. Am I gonna wear these? No. Maybe these will work. Yeah, just not feeling too great. So, just thought, I look at the brighter side of why this time is needed. Not like I'm being punished. But it certainly seems as though the universe goes at the pace that it wants to go in. And it's very much customized per person or per grouping. And so everything has its own dynamic, and I can't push things towards where I think I need them to be. And if I feel delayed in a certain area, that's the way it was supposed to roll. According to what particular moves were made, everything has to alter to kind of accommodate what needs to happen. And so that's where I'm at, so that I can like flush any feelings out of what I'm feeling right now. But I woke up, I woke up with a headache, and it was lingering, so I just decided to sleep it off and come, yeah, I just, it's kind of hard to tell the truth now, because I'm afraid of getting in trouble. Like trouble. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do if I get in that kind of trouble. So, you can't live your life in fear, you know? So, uh, there's only so much I can say here. So, something uplifting. Why I'm, amazing. And I am confused by these cards. Hold on a second. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm confused by these cards. And, let's see where this goes, because this is done with good intent. So, one thing, though, that I should mention is that when I finally did wake up, there were several dreams that I knew that based on my first dream that I had to go back to sleep and find out a little bit more, given, my dreams are instantaneous, downloads of things that are due to transpire. That's what I was shown, and my readings have become more potent in its manifestations. So all the more reason to keep my feelings in check, because there could be a lot of destruction that is not at the core intended. So I have to believe in good things for myself, not just what the cards tell me. And I do. It's I don't know what the timing of all of that is. So I don't know if there's something that's supposed to come before that. But I find myself contemplating compromises that I wouldn't consider being at the place now that I'm at. So I woke up and I remember hearing a child screaming. And so when I thought about that, or when I think about these things that, you know, I'm going through now, it's not really comparable at all. So I asked why was I hearing those things. I had to do a reading right away. And it said that I was receiving those messages because someone is, that means somebody is nearing the end of their life. And under those terms, whatever that sounded like. And and so knowing that what I was told to practice more was necromancy, you know, kind of like seance stuff. Working with those that have passed. And, goodness gracious. And so I'm like, I don't know how that's supposed to go down, but, there are certain things that, I'm exposed to that I'm supposed to speak about, where others can't speak for themselves. And I think that's, so those are my, I think, let me see if I can divulge. The Seven of Wands again in reverse. It's weird. As of late, Seven of Wands in reverse. I mean, ordinarily, flat surface, it's kind of like being humbled. But that's more of the Five of Swords energy. This is, or, you know, affiliations towards that. But the Seven of Wands in reversal is kind of like not having the advantage. For me, there's a combination of being humbled by your immediate situation that, you know, you got to put it into perspective of what could be and what was and what is. And when you look at those hopping back and forth comparisons, you gain more perspective on, like, you know, just managing self. But as of late, Seven of Wands in reversal, as in the Thoth Tarot has depicted, is that it's a singular, like, focusing on your own power. That the Six of Wands is right behind you rather than coming at you in conflict. So you have victory, your team, your A-team behind you, and you having the advantage also gives the greater advantage to also your team. So you're striving together, but you must focus on your own individual, you know, magic, your power, your driving force, in order to, it's kind of like, you know, those jogger, walker things. Before they had that rotational wheel on the strollers, it was just straight. So you have to, like, kind of be able to manage that, that first wheel portion. And so, I forgot the question that I asked this. Frick. I totally forgot what the in describing this card. Holy smokes, there's just a lot, a lot that I was going through and feeling. So maybe I'll get it on the rewind, but yeah, I'm supposed to speak up for them. And then things just happen. So, I don't know how it ties into here, except I'm needing to feel better again. And right side is the Knight of Cups in reverse, the doing side. And so, for me, that's like an undercover admirer that does something about it. And it's weird having it on the recipient, or the doing side rather than the recipient side. So, in what I talked about with, you know, those that can't speak for themselves, those that probably don't even know me, we don't know of each other. I am perhaps what this is suggesting is that I am a secret admirer and also doer, like, of that crowd. On the left side, the recipient side, is the King of Cups in reverse. So, like, what do I do with all this feeling? Then you transfer it to those who are in most need. And those that are already in passing or that have passed. So, it's kind of like, I don't know why they're giving me this, but like, you know, in Valentine's Day in grade school, they would have these, like, these grams that you would message with, like, a lollipop or something like that. And you could write them to anybody. And I think that was the first feels before, like, social media and all of that, of what a popularity contest appeared to be. Who got the most ones and who got none, or who got only one. And so attention was driven to these accentuating factors. And so that's what they're showing me. Yeah, so those grams were kind of like a wild card. That's how I perceived it to be, because I didn't really play into that whole popularity thing. It was just like, if I get one, I get one. And I think the hardest part of that was wondering what people were going to say about what I received, rather than what I received. Because wild card is like, if I get some, great. If I get none, then okay. You know, it's just a school thing. Yeah. So, anyway, what makes me so amazing? So those primary cards is it's just showing me that with what I receive, even if, like, what am I supposed to do with these feelings? Like, what is it gonna do? Should I talk about it? 8, strength. So they're saying you're stronger than all of this stuff. So why? Amazing. Let's close this chapter with a good one. Friday. The Empress in reverse. You know what it also told me? I can say it now. Let me, my right nostril needs a little. It's flushed. Holy smokes. It's flushed and it needs to be flushed. And how could I do it in this little napkin? Toilet paper. Give me a second. That's not a napkin. Let's do this again. Yeah, I think that's my new favorite lipstick. It always does the job. You know what it told me in reading after, like, why am I getting these messages about, you know, kids screaming? Because I checked on my own kids and you're good and fine, but, in that I have to, you know, I'm meant to speak up for them. Let me show you, actually. Is it right here? It is. Five of Cups in reverse. Those are goodbyes. Eight of Wands. They're communicating with me to and fro. They know that it will be, the messages will be received. You know, Six of Wands on the upper hand. Okay. The Sun card in reverse. The spotlight is shown upon whatever, you know, I speak forth. So they are ensured that I will deliver the message, and it's kind of like avenging them. It's judgment, it's karma, you know, telling across the nation what, you know, speaking up for them. And this is moving, Seven of Wands, towards, you know, this new special ops job thing. So there's that. And there's more to it than that. But I was like wondering why. What, you know, what's the deal with all of this? This is again in the middle of the night or early this morning. I don't know what. Is this the other question? This one came between first. I don't know if I'm meant to tell you all of this stuff, but basically, I'm, you know, like big boss energy. I'm that underground. That's what that was showing me. It's harsh, you know, like, if I show you, not everyone who is here that's accustomed to, you know, the tarot system or my readings would probably get a goody scared. So, I don't think I'm gonna divulge it, but basically these cards tell me that this is not to pump up the ego, like saying, like, underground, you are the shit. This is tweaked in a different message, like, underground, Tina, you're a big boss energy. For sure. And so, there's that. Alright. I am so amazing. I don't think big bosses, like, for real, really need to have their ego pumped. Those are just, like, mid-level to, you know, those are the fake bosses. The ones that, need it from the outside, you know? And I don't need that. It's a nice to have, but I'm so used to not receiving that anytime that I do, it feels fake. But every now and then people will show up in my life at what seems to be random when they show themselves, and they find a way to convey their appreciation. I mean, it could be as simple as shaking my hand and saying, I appreciate you. And it seems to be for a simple transaction, but it's more than that. I know. I know. So, alright. So, I'm going to speak for myself. What makes this... What makes me so amazing? Why am I so amazing? Why am I amazing? Okay, that's on the ground. Let's grab it with the foot again. I can't. Oh. You gotta live your life. You know, there's this thing. While I was in the shower today, I was thinking, like, in my head I was dancing, and I thought I'm gonna go on here and I'm gonna show that I don't give a shit. Because dancing would be a very big part of showing that I don't give a shit about what people think of me, what people say, whatever, and or what they don't say. Like, it's Tina not giving a shit and just enjoying herself. Fuck. Three of Wands in reverse. It's here. Whatever the fuck it is, it's here. It's weird. Like, that's like an open inbox. If that's falling on my left side, upside down, they're saying it's here. Like, what? That, so it's in my inbox, whatever that is. What was I just telling you? Taking a shower. I don't remember. Oh, not giving a fuck. And then I thought, like, oh no, because if I put on music that people will know, then it'll get dinged again, and then they're gonna threaten to go ahead and close my account, and then everything is gonna be wiped out. And then, like, why would I want to make room for that? And there are other people who do that, like, on a regular, that have, I don't know how many followers, but they don't get dinged. They're given the pat on the back. They're given a platform. They're given different opportunities, and it's like, I have a 30-second clip, if not less, and I get dinged. So I don't know. Maybe I should just go on a different forum and do that. And all this thought is just like, fuck it, whatever. I'll just do it on my own time. I don't need to share with anybody. And so that put a damper on things. I was so used to, like, getting something right after something ended. I was so used to that. It was instantaneous. Like, I prided myself in the universe having my back and do it. I'm not saying that they don't. I'm just saying that where's that tissue? There we go. Like, how am I supposed to enjoy my day when I don't know if it's gonna last for the next month? You know what I mean? How, and then they tell me, as soon as I say that, they're like, buck up, Tina. Nothing in life is ever promised. You're not guaranteed another hour, another day. Nobody is. Like, no. I know I am, but, like, where will I be? Will I be making those compromises? Will I be making decisions that are not healthy or good for me? You know, I don't know. Will I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And at this point, I don't think I care how it looks saying these things, you know? I have to remember this is better off than where I was before. All of the other places. So, let's move on. What makes you so amazing, Tina? I mean, it's great to be not just an undercover boss, but like a big, big boss underground. That means your ass is truly covered, Tina. So then, what is all of this for? What is this? What is this? Feels like trash of a human experience, you know? What is this? Knight of Wands, upright. Oh, I still have a showing of 3 people here. That must mean what? 30 people here? I don't know how many zeros should I add to that? Anyway, this is saying you should play more often, Tina. Be more confident in your playtime. No time is guaranteed to us. You know, I don't control anybody, so, you know, with as much protection that I do have, you know, there's still that percentage that, someone could try to end me. But, like, I'm supposed to be a centennial. I don't know, like, why. So more so, this is just saying, Tina, be confident in what you're doing, where things are going. It's like, I have this line of thought, which tells me, okay, that sounds great if I didn't have kids. But I don't know if that's an excuse. To me, it's not an excuse. You're accountable for your kids. So I don't really feel like I have quite that much freedom, you know, to go day by day and just believe that pushing buttons and making that effort to get something in the interim while the other thing is supposed to make its way through is gonna happen. You know, like, I don't fucking know. 7 of Swords, extroverted. What the heck does that mean? I don't know. Fuck. What makes me so amazing? Seven of Swords is traditionally bullshit. 2 of Pentacles. Well, they're saying that my inner child knows exactly what the fuck to do. Yeah, that I can basically fly, soar over these hurdles. So I'm not even touching the floor. I'm just going straight over, like jetting right over it. Toodaloo, motherfuckers. Is that what, I forget what his name is, but that's what he says. Toodaloo, motherfuckers. And balance. So, inevitably, I'll know what to do. How to conquer this thing. And it's gonna be better than okay. It's gonna be awesome. That's the mantra. I told you years ago, my mantra was, I am the fucking Empress. I am the fucking Empress. I am the fucking Empress. And here today, I am the fucking Empress. It has happened. So, yeah. Alright, what makes me so fucking awesome? My divine panel, what do you want to tell me? why I'm so awesome. Is that external? Am I reverting to that? All right. Tina, higher self, what do you want to say about how we're so fucking awesome? Oh, it's Queen of Wands. Because I said so. Because I said so. Because I said so. Oh my god, that's so crazy. Right before her was the Tower moment. That's a firm decision. And that's the Queen of Wands. And what does she say? 8 of Wands. Because I said so. Because we say so. What behind that? 4 of Pentacles. It's ownership is beloved energy. Holy smokes. That's funny. Because I said so. Isn't that valid enough? Yes. That's if you're gonna do spell casting, why not use it for yourself? Like, rather than oogity boogity on others like everybody thinks a witch does, you know? Why can't you just like oomph, add that oomph to yourself? And so I am, 'cause I said so. Alright, final thoughts on this. That is the Ace of Wands, and I think it fell in reversal. Yeah, hold that power to yourself. See? Emphasis. Emphasis. Alright, bottom of the deck in the rising is Ace of Cups. Creativity. A burst of it. I mean, you would think these jewels in itself are like awesome and amazing, but you know, this is you know, when somebody tries to make something look more appealing, they like what is it, have water or like gold or whatever trickling down on them to make it look more, I don't know, sexy. And so it's kind of like that. That's funny. The more appealing. So this is a massive amount of appeal. In fact, Beyond the Veil, they're also supporting me on that, like, with that, because you see, like, there's all these, like, ghostly energies, if you could see up close. They're backing me on that. They're like, boo, I see you. That's cool. So I have to give more credit than what's actually in the tangibles, which whatever's on the scoreboard over here. I gotta give more to that. Because you know, there's more Beyond the Veil than the head count over here. You know what I mean? That's crazy. In fact, I'm not even thinking about, like, there's so much energy out there. So much. Because I'm thinking about, oh, earthly plane. No. There's other galaxies. There's other planets. There's other galaxies. There's other cosmic affiliations with it. You know, like, even asteroids. Come on. Like, there's life forms everywhere. And if I've got the primordial energy intact, holy smokes. I don't know. I broke the internet. Head count, top of the deck is 8 of Pentacles. Do no more, say no more, it's done. This is a repeating energy that I get. Whether it's an offline follow-up read or on the books. It's, yeah. You're spent. You're done. Okay. All right. What are my 3 takeaways? Numero uno. Oh, it's the Queen of Swords in reverse. I want to clarify for that. She can be a bitch. Oh, High Priestess. That's a multiple energy thing. I guess I have a lot of bitches around me, but I could be a bitch myself. It's having that underground primordial tribal knowledge. I got that, you know? I have it. I have it in my deep pockets. In my deep pockets. And so that's pretty awesome. I was gonna tell you something, but I forgot now. What was it? Queen of Swords in reverse. I don't remember. Whatever. Second takeaway. What is it? Knight of Swords in reverse. Dude. Crazy Gemini. Super focused. This is good. This is very, very good. So even when I have all of these like feelings and forgetfulness, you know, forgetfulness is depicted by a lot of stress, not a matter of intellect, but rather a means of stress. So, don't be too hard on yourself, Tina. You're more than just what your make is. Alright. So, I want to get a clarifier. I'm going to double up on these, okay? Destiny. What the frick? I'm focused on fulfilling my destiny. And I've got the universes to back me on that. Excellent, excellent. What is my third takeaway? I want to know. Oh, it's the King of Wands. Established networks. Yeah, for sure. Gator coming up over here too. Yeah. I'm highly networked. You know what I mean? Sometimes I worry about like, oh, who's seeing me on here? How are they seeing me? Blah, 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 blah. When I finally get out of my feelings. Like, oh shit. What did I just do? Should I leave that on private? Should I delete it? And it's like, no. Everybody goes through very similar things. If not, they're due to. For a sense of more well-roundedness. You know, I found out yesterday. I looked them up. I was like, that's stupid. That's wrong. You know, like those little shorts where they show somebody, I'm not going to say their name, but they show somebody that had passed away, side by side talking to somebody that is well established in their art form. And it was like back in the day, they have the like little Sims like age range right there on each person. And then fast forward like, I don't know, 30 years later, it freezes time on the person that had passed away earlier and had a young life, and then like real life, like what the other person's age was. I was like, no, that's a typo. That's a typo. Get out of here. Let's read the comments. Nobody said that was typo. So I had to like Google it up. I normally don't do this shit because like if I like people or I'm fond of what they do or whatever, I won't look them up. I just don't do it. Unless I'm like, why do they call them that? Like, well, I don't understand. Like, it's very rare. Like, even 50% of the time or less than that, I will look them up, like, just for that little piece of information. So I was like, what? There's no way. That's crazy. I thought that person was like my age. That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, good for that person. Anyway. Yeah, I'm very much networked. And so I don't want to be the name dropper. I don't want to live that kind of life. I'm just saying that I'm very lucky to be where I am. So I can't cry about it. It's just sometimes things can be very frustrating. And even with as much as I know and I'm privy to on the insiders, there's a certain realm of respect where you're not going to dig for information. The same amount of respect that you're going to allow for the universe to do their thing. So, yeah, look down upon people who, you know, I mean, I celebrate people who already have, you know, are having triumphs and stuff like that, but I'm like wondering if this and that, it's not apples to apples. It's not never apples to apples with me. So let's get the clarifier for the King of Wands. King of Wands is also very charming. Whoa, I got a big boss energy. Look at that. It's the Emperor. Holy smokes. Spiritu. It's Jesus Christ. This is crazy. King of Wands, well established. Like, can you get any bigger than the Emperor? Like, to have that network? That's not just like, oh, I know somebody who's a big, you know, a big shot. And they have their own networks. No, I have a network of big shots, basically. That's crazy. Should I be... They know that okay, so technically, let's ask for help, Tina. I could use some help. May I have some help, please? Let's just put it out there, okay? Let's check it off the box. All right. Even though you guys know it, and I think things are already in progress, I'm gonna say it. Okay, top of the... Did I say... I already have the top of the deck. Okay, it's good. That's crazy. That is crazy shit to end on. I mean, I had crazy shit to start on, too, so... And I already had my lunch. I took care of this pumpkin. I did. Watered the plants. Did the dishes. Made my food. Didn't spend a dime. Followed my intuition. Dug through the realm of Tina for the day. Made my fucking calls for an hour wait, and then another half hour wait. And then another call's out. And then And so, we're here again. We're doing what's right for my Friday. Closed chapter. And I discovered my lipstick. Holy fucking moly. Alright. Thank you for all donations provided in and of light and love that reciprocate equally. They shall. Always. Forever. I want to watch an old movie like, is it Legend? Or, what is that one? With Val Kilmer and then, like, the little short dude guy. What is that? It's old. I forgot. I'm gonna have to look it up. Anyway, I'm surprised you're here, but great. Great to have you. Thank you for your supportive energies. That's just so good. Alright, so, now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power, energy, strength, essence, gifts from those who, generate, cast, bring, call upon, or any variation thereof, ill will, intent, and or entities to pass through the light of the Holy Spirit, and Archangel Michael's blue flame for cleansing, for blessings, for reformatting to light and love energy, and then to be sprinkled down, sprinkled down, and refortified within me and only me, hassle-free, no doubt, and no attachments, except for all bonus points included. Thanks so much. Now, upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to the appropriate locations outside of mine, with the appropriate commas to assisting with the sequence of roll out in light and love. I close the portals in this reading.